What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Hope everyone had a great day today, because I know I sure did. Had a little extra time, so I came back and tuned in with you guys once again. Thanks for all the support. All right, guys, you're here because of the title, right? So listen, solidarity is the key to every union's future, okay? Any union that does not have a solid foundation based in solidarity will not stand the storm of anything. All right, the seasons come, the season changes, the storms come. And if our foundation is not strong, we're going to blow away like a straw house. All right, three little piggies, the big bag wolf, he's not going to blow down this union. All right, guys, when we look around the country, okay, we have many strong examples of a strong union. All right. Some of those are going to be the Teamsters, the United Auto Workers, the International Longshoremen's Association, the Writer Guilds of America, the Detroit Federation of Teachers, the United Food and Commercial Workers, the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers. And what have they all done? They all achieved remarkable successes through unity and determination. Now, I know you may say, oh, well, you know what? These guys have the ability to strike, and that's true. They do. But why do they? Because a strike is nothing if you don't have the people behind you backing you, okay? These workers, okay, they become united as one. They are a united force. They are a force to be reckoned with, and thus their management sees them as a threat, okay? A manager is not going to mess with a person who they know the person next to them has their back, okay? Is that the way it is at the post office? It's not. Is that how letter carriers perceive one another? It's not. Okay. I can see on the shop floor a manager speaking to a carrier a certain way, and 20 carriers just look the other way. Okay. We do not have solidarity. So in effect, we are not united. If we are not united, how are we identifying as a union? Okay. Our name says it all. We are the National Association of Letter Carriers, and we are associates. We act as if we are co-workers. A union, the International Brotherhood of ... Brotherhood and sisterhood. It's not an association. It's a brotherhood. So how do we fix that? Where do we go from where we are? A union is not headstrong. What I mean by that is the head of the union is not the union. It does not even represent the goals of the membership of the union. If we look at our president, what he negotiated in 500 plus days does not align with one carrier who has been out here for days and weeks in rain and snow and sleet and hail. Okay, what his vision for the future of this union is a future of what management is shifting the post office into. Okay, it's consolidation centers. It's having mass carriers in one building. No need for office time. Okay, his vision does not align with the job that we do today. He is allowing them to use DOE as a way to project our routes. 2, he has given management access to the MDD scanner via the TREP program. Okay, 3, he is trying to eliminate 13 minutes off of our office time with this tentative agreement. Those 3 things are leading me to believe that he is headed towards the way of consolidation, the way of S&D centers. His vision for the future does not align with the membership. The head does not govern the union. The union is the members, the foundation rooted in solidarity. How do we become that union? Okay, we know we need to change the top, but more importantly than changing the top, we need to lay a strong foundation. We need to change our foundation. Our foundation has been poisoned. Okay, we have been led to believe that we need to fight for ourselves. Okay, we need to protect our own routes. We need to protect our own overtime. We need to protect our own paycheck. In return, that's now how it should be. Unilaterally, we should be protecting each other's routes. We should be protecting each other's overtime. We should be protecting those that don't want to be doing overtime. We should protect each one of us as we all have common goals. Okay, more importantly, we have shared goals. And we have to understand that we are a resilient workforce. We are a resilient, protected class of people when we unify. Okay, so what do we do from here? From here, we have to stand in solidarity. We pose no threat to anyone, not even to ourselves. Okay, we're like a little cat looking in the mirror, thinking that we're roaring like a lion. All right, honestly, We're not. Okay. We have become sheep. Okay. And instead of being silent when they come to shear us, we got to start, yeah. We got to make some noise. Okay. Now, I'm not saying civil disobedience is the right answer. What I'm saying is, in order to change the outcome of the outward expression, we got to change the inward expression. So what we need to do is change the inner workings of our union. So most importantly, we got to become active. Okay. How do you become active? Becoming active is doing 1% more than what you did today in an effort to change our current situation. Okay. Now, and I'm going to keep it as simple as I can. One of the simplest things that I can do tomorrow that I didn't do today was say hi to someone that I work with. Say hi to one of my brothers and sisters. Okay. No longer associate with people and speak to them when I feel like I want to speak to them. None of that cold soldier, double attitude that people have at the post office. One day I want to be your friend. The next day, don't look at me. We need to end that. Okay. We need to learn how to treat each other as brothers and sisters and even more as people. You know, too many times we walk by each other and we're frustrated with everything else that's happening in life. But you know what? There's a joke at the post office. They say, I want to go home, and someone else shouts, you are home. In essence, we are home. In essence, we are family, but we don't act like it. But it's all right because I grew up in a dysfunctional family, and that kind of dysfunctional love, it's still love. So now we become 1% better to each other. Okay. And in return, we start to do things. Okay. And the things that we start to do is start to build trust. Okay. If you feel as if the person in the case right next to you has your back, well, you know what? You might be able to defend yourself. And in defending yourself, the person right next to you might defend you if they felt like someone was out of line. That may be towards another carrier, or that may be towards management. However, when we show this strong, united front, things start to change. Okay. Let me challenge you to something. If you were to become a branch president and the person next to you was to become a vice president, and then that person next to you be the secretary, all three of you have the same branch. Now you're holding seats. I guarantee you, your managers will look and treat you all differently. Okay. Even something as small as becoming a alternate steward. Okay. Any position that you grab is the step in the right decision, the step in the right direction. Now, I understand that going to meetings may prove to be difficult to most people. However, if you can elect someone to represent you, okay, I'm not saying a shop steward, I'm not saying an alternate steward, but as we grow this condition that I'm speaking about, as we begin to trust one another, okay, as we begin to share ideas and our ways of being with people and become more intimate and comfortable with them, we start to see how we align together. Now, if a person that you trust aligns the way you do, and he goes to meeting or she goes to meetings, at least that person is able to bring back to you the information that you need. And that's another example of solidarity, sharing information. In our union leadership and national leadership, we see we don't have the solidarity in the simple ways that they don't share information. A lot of this 500 days that we've been waiting for some type of news, we've been sharing the bits and pieces that we've gotten, and in a way it's caused misinformation, and some may say that it may led to the big disappointment we got today because we just been speculating. None of us had facts. However, that's no fault of our own. That is another example why this union is not led by the head. It's not led by the leader. I wouldn't even want to call Brian Run for a leader because he's not. Okay. So in essence, to become a stronger, more unified, solidified, a union that stands in solidarity, we have to put our trust in one another. In doing so, in finding a person that you trust and align with, you may elect that person one day to become your next branch president, but it starts in the grassroots. Now, I know this sounds like some type of big dream, like I'm speaking about an oasis, a paradise that may never exist on earth. The reality is, it's possible if we try it, okay? Now, the amazing thing about the situation we're in is that there's hundreds and thousands of us. You don't need hundreds and thousands of people to represent. All you need is 5, maybe 10%. Okay, if we had 10 or 20,000 people who are on the same accord, it would shift the momentum of this union overnight. Okay, there are going to be those among us who are all right with status quo. Okay, so that's maybe another 10 or 20,000 there. There may be another 10 or 20,000 who just want to rock the boat until retirement, and they're comfortably fine with the status quo. All right, so now there's 60,000. In effect, there's still over 100, 110, 120,000 unaccounted for carriers. This movement here, any movement that we, agree on collectively, it has to have two things in common. Number one, it has to put us first, and number two, it has to look out for us. Anything that doesn't align with that, we can't accept. Okay, guys, it doesn't matter who you aligned with inside our union, any type of reformation, that's fine. We don't have to agree with anything. We don't have to agree with everything. We don't have to agree with anything except one thing. And that one thing is that we come first and we need to be represented. I believe that a strong union is a union who is led by the people and fulfills the needs and the wants of the people. Now, with that comes better working conditions and fair wages. I'll end with this. Any contract, any tentative agreement that does not take care of every member, every paying dues member, collectively is not a tentative agreement that I would accept or anyone should accept. The problem with making a heavy front-loaded contract that helps out the new carrier is that everyone in between that's already been doing this job kind of gets a smack in the face. And unfortunately, that's not something I can stand for. Okay. And then the other argument, the counter argument to that would be, well, why would the person at the top get all the money? Well, quite frankly, the person at the top put in 20 years. And quite frankly, the person at the top is trickling down to us. So one day we will receive what they get as long as we protect what they have. Okay. But the argument that I'm trying to make is that equally there has to be a step increase for every carrier. Maybe one, maybe two, and then you bump the start and pay up too. But you can't just bump the start and pay up and then give everyone else mere crumbs of a pie that is no longer existing. That's all I have today. Okay. The main message is solidarity. Okay. And solidarity starts day by day in our daily offices, as we case our mail, as we check our trucks. Ask someone to assist you tomorrow as you check your truck. Okay, as you come back at the end of the day and you see Ms. Jones over there with a 25-pound package that she got to go send out to the outgoing mail. Well, instead of watching her struggle, go over there and give her a hand. How about that? And then at the end of the day, just, say goodbye to your brothers and sisters. Say, I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you had a great day. Anyway, guys, until next time, I'll be here. You'll be there. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow members, for over 500 days, we held on to hope. A hope that we wouldn't be led astray. We stood loyal, unwavering in our support for our union president, who repeatedly reassured us that in just 2 weeks, we would achieve a historic tentative agreement. But those 2 weeks turned into 2 months, and now 2 long years. Quite frankly, it's been too long. In our loyalty, in our trust and obedience, we've yet to see the fruits of what was promised to us. We felt like sheep in the night, taken for granted and overlooked, but I assure you, we will not remain silent before we are sheared. A union that lacks a foundation firmly planted in the bedrock of solidarity has yet to earn its name. The NALC, at its core, is an association, but we the members are more than associates. To evolve from mere associates into a united brother and sisterhood, we must join together in solidarity. Solidarity is the key to any strong union. When workers stand together, we create unbreakable bonds. We set aside selfishness and self-centeredness, and through our unity, we can foster prosperity for all. Let's share a few examples of how uniting in solidarity can help us achieve our goals. Solidarity will bring stronger bargaining power. Together, we can negotiate better wages and conditions. It would enhance morale and unity. A united front boosts our spirits and strengthens our resolve. It will build a strong sense of resilience. In solidarity, we can stand strong against any adversity. And most importantly, it builds a stronger community where we share our goals. We are all in this together, and we are all striving for a better future. These qualities, combined with strong leadership, have helped other unions secure competitive wages and safer working conditions over the last 2 years. Now it's our time to claim our slice of solidarity pie. Look to the examples around us: the Teamsters, the United Auto Workers, the International Longshoremen Associations, the Writer Guild of America, the Detroit Federation of Teachers, the United Food and Commercial Workers, and the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers. They have achieved remarkable success through unity and determination. So let's rise together. Let's harness the power of solidarity to not only meet our promises, but to exceed them. Together we can create a future where every member thrives. The time for change is now, and it starts with us. Thank you.